This is a SWAC tournament. This is the first time these two teams have met all season.
Yeah, this is the first time they met all season. There's been a lot of talk about this game. So we're going to find out who's going to play in the championship game tomorrow.
James the ball for Jackson State. Jonas James, South pulls up and starts the lane with the fall away. No good. Going half for the rebound, but Jackson State is Walker the third. Walker gets it across to the point guard. Out top, Weathers on the left wing. Weathers on Jonas. Weathers trying to get around the defense of Parks. Finds it from the outside. No good by Gillum. But here's the putback on the right corner. And scored for Nicholas. Nicholas with the bucket. And Texas Southern scored the ball first. McGinnis with it. McGinnis, the Tristan, and it blocked from behind by Weathers. Weathers inside. Weathers overhead. Overhead pass back out top to Nicholas. Nicholas to Hopkins. Hopkins knocks down on the right side of the floor. Nicholas. Pass inside. Ball knocked away by Jonas James. Picked up by McGinnis. James brings the ball up the floor. Stops that top. Here's their jump shot. No good. Rebound put back up by McGinnis. No good. And the ball is knocked away. The foul is called. Foul is called on Texas Southern. John Walker III. He'll pick up his first personal foul. It is the first team foul. 18 minutes, 11 seconds to play. Just getting this one underway. Tigers of Texas Southern up by 2. At the foul line is McGinnis. Free throws up. Can't get the bounce. It's the front eye. Bounces over the left side. McGinnis is their inside presence for Jackson State.
Yes, he is.
Second one is up for McGinnis. He's good. He's 1 of 2 at the stripe. We have a 1-point ball game. Tigers leading. We have 2 sets of Tigers here. Texas Southern and Jackson, what they would be referred to today. Texas Southern right wing. Driving around the right side. Weathers pump fakes, puts it up, got it for 2. There's no doubt he's the team leader for Texas Southern.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Excellent point guard. James with it for Jackson State. 4-1 score, Texas Southern leading. Outside, Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett across that by Hopkins. Drives inside all the way, lays it up for 2. Score for Parks. Nick for the Parks got inside and scored. It's a 1-point ball game. Texas Southern with the basketball in the right wing. Weathers overhead pass outside to Walker. Trying to get that ball down inside, and they do. They get it to Nicholas. He has 4 points in the ball game. Tigers up by 3, 6-3 over Jackson State. Jackson State the basketball right side. Jonas is it outside to Parks. Parks, big fella straight away 3, got it. Bonus shot that time, Jackson.
Wow, okay. I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, he has 5 points in the ball game. We're tied for the first time at 6 apiece with 16 minutes and 48 seconds to play. In their first half here. Here's Nicholas on the right wing. Goes across the floor, down in the corner to Weathers. He drops it down inside. Hook shot up by Nicholas, by John Walker III, brother. He's going to go his first 2 points in the ball game. Texas Southern up by 2. Here's Jackson State. Jonas on the right wing. Jonas hits inside, jump pass outside to Park. Park drives inside, drops it down inside to Jarrett. He pushes up and handed block. Rebound by Texas Southern. Weathers with it. The floor, right side. Weathers down inside with the layup. Gives a pass to Nicholas. He has 6 points in the ball game. And the Texas Southern Tigers up by 4. 10-6. 15-8 to play. Media timeout coming up next to their ball. And Jackson said to chase them down, and they couldn't. And it's going to go out of bounds. Texas Southern. Tigers coming to the bench. And shows Jimmy Jones bumping fists with his players. He's fighting about this game against Jackson State. We'll break. We'll come back. Score. Tigers of Texas Southern leading the Tigers of Jackson State 10-6 with 5 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the first half. This is SWAC basketball on the open mic Broadcasting Network. Stay with us. We'll be coming back. Top collision on the floor, and a foul is called. Foul is called on Parks of Jackson State. First personal foul on him. First team foul on Jackson State. Check this up with him around the basketball baseline. Left side of the backboard. Into Walker. Walker sends it outside to Gilliam. Gilliam puts it on the floor to dribble. Now the three-point line. Picked up outside by Parks. Run down to the paint now. Pick up Walker. Gilliam in the right corner. Right corner to Walker. Hopkins inside. Off the glass. No. Rebound knocked around. And a foul is called on Texas Southern Jordan Nicholas. He'll pick up his first personal foul. Second team foul on Texas Southern. Jackson takes the basketball. Down by 4. 10-6. Jones leaves it outside to McClellan. McClellan to Parks. Parks with the dribble. Parks right out to Jonas. James steps down inside, pump fakes once, and a foul is called on Hopkins. Justin Hopkins with the foul. First on him. And the foul was called on the floor. McClellan will inbound the basketball for Jackson State. Baseline, left side of the backboard. The 15:04 to play. They are going to crowd the lane. Throws it backcourt to James. James calls the play. He wants to run to his right side behind the screen by Hicks. Parks outside. Assistant Jarrett. Jarrett pulls up the fall away. Won't go. Rebound. Texas Southern Hopkins. Hopkins across the timeline behind the screen outside by Gillum. Jumps it down inside, and we have an offensive foul called on Weathers. Michael Weathers, his first personal foul. There's 14 fouls on Texas Southern. 1 foul, team foul on Jackson State. Jackson State will bring the ball up the floor, down by 4. 14:35 to play in the first half. James, Tristan Jarrett, back to James. James sends it outside to McClellan. McClellan, short pass to Tristan Jarrett. Outside Jonas James, waiting for the three-point shot. Going out, no good ball. Back step into the backcourt. Jackson State will get the ball back, brings it back across the timeline, and they're going to put some time back on the shot clock. I thought he said 26 seconds, and that's what they'll put on the shot clock. Thumbs up play from Coach Brent. This is a new shot clock at Jackson State. Right corner, James. Looking down inside the Parks, over Parks' head. He's going to throw it away. Jackson Southern dressed out in maroon. Jackson State dressed out in white. 13 minutes, 58 seconds to play. We have a 4-point contest here. Texas Southern with the basketball. Gillum, Walker, Weathers, left wing, picked up by James. Pulls up for the three-point shot over James. Left is short. All is knocked around. Texas Southern will get it. Walker to third with it. Sends it outside. Gillum shot is up. No good. And a foul is called on Texas Southern going over the top. I believe that is Gilliam or Nicholas. That's Nicholas with the foul. He'll pick up his second foul here. It's a 13-minute and 30-second mark. First half of play. And you check out the basketball game. And for him is Barry Smith. Mario Barry Smith is in the ball game. Jackson State, short pass to Hicks. Hicks, baseline, power shot inside. Shot is blocked, but the foul is called. That foul is called on Hunter Ross, I believe it is. Ross with the foul. First foul on Rosser. 16 fouls on Texas Southern.
Texas Southern got a 4-point lead, but they picking up a lot of fouls.
Here's the first shot by Hicks. Is up. Good for Hicks. Hicks gets another free throw. Playing out of the ball game. Checking in for Jackson State is Darian Wilson. He was checking the contest. Also in is Ken Evans. Here's the second shot by Hicks. It's up and it's good. Hicks 2 for 2 at the foul line. With a 2-point ball game. Texas Southern up by 2, 10-8, 13 minutes, 14 seconds to play. Across the floor. In the left corner, let's go to Gillum. Gillum out to Walker. Walker drives in, lays it up. Got the drop. Walker has 4 points in the ball game. Tigers like to attack on the inside when they can. 4-point ball game, 28, 12 minutes, and 52 seconds to play in the first half. Jackson State, Ken Evans. Evans to Tristan Jarrett. Deep 3-point shot by Jarrett, no good. Timing for the rebound for Texas Southern was Walker. Here comes Weathers up the floor. Tigers up by 4. Weathers started out top by Ken Evans. Players are slipping on the floor. Deep left corner jumper. 3. Counted for Hopkins. Hopkins was his first field goal in the ballgame. It's a big one. Tigers coaches and players are up and cheered on the team. They're all dressed in black. Inside. Jarrett for 2. Jarrett that time with the bucket. There's an official time on the court. The little game warning on Jackson State. Have a 5-point ball game, 15-10. Texas Southern up at 12:08 to play. Media timeout coming up at or inside the 12-minute mark. Texas Southern Weathers coming across the stripe, veering to the right side. Picked up outside by Ken Evans. Fakes left, comes to right, double team, jump pass out to Russell. Down inside, ball knocked away by Hicks. Line on his back, gets the ball up to McGinnis. McGinnis short pass to Jones. Inside, James shot it up, no. Rebound, Texas Southern. That ball got stuck on the rim by both players. They're playing above the rim here. Driving inside is Alexander. Blocking foul call on Gavin. Direction. Who's the call on? Call on the other
Jackson
one.
State.
Darian Hicks. Hicks with the foul. He'll pick the first foul, and there's the second team foul on Jackson State. Texas Southern with 16 fouls. We have a 5-point contest here. Jackson State trailing Texas Southern by a score of 15-10. We'll break and come back. This is SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons in the Temple of Refuge Ministry Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. Programming updates for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
Texas Southern basketball, base now left side. Quick pass inside, long jumper by Alexander for three, and it's good. 8-point lead for Texas Southern, 18-10, 11:27 to play in the first half. Evans rolls it across the floor. This is Jonas James. James to McClellan. Back to James. Down to McGinnis. McGinnis backing in on Rasta. Outside James. James pushes inside. Ball is knocked away. Last touch by Jackson State. James saying that ball was deflected by Texas Southern. What did you see, Josh?
Looked like to me, he threw it out of bounds. Don't look like to me it would tell you about nobody.
That's what the official said. 18-10 score. Weathers at the floor near side for Texas Southern. On the floor is John Jones for Texas Southern. Caleb with the ball out top. Behind the screen, reverses direction. Waves the ball, standing at left side. Feel like Daniel hit a big three earlier. And this ball is out of bounds. The last touch by Texas Southern. And Jackson State gets the basketball down by 8 with 10 minutes, 43 seconds to play. First half action here in this SWAC tournament. Trying to see which set of Tigers to get to the finals. Right side, Evans. Evans back to James. James looking inside. Won't go to Parks this time. Rolls it inside. And here's a layup by Evans. Again, Evans had a lane to the basket. Cut it to a 6-point ball game. Tigers up in the right corner. Long range jumper for three by John Jones. It is good. 7-point lead for Texas Southern. 21-12. 10:07 to play. Jackson sets the basketball. Parks short pass to McClellan. Hands it outside to Evans. Evans trying to get inside. He's going to be kneed by Weathers. Michael Weathers to pick up his second personal foul.
And that's 1-1.
That'll send Jackson State, as you said, to the line for 9 minutes and 59 seconds to play. Down by 11. 21-12. 9:59. Webb's going to take out the basketball game with 2 fouls here. The 9:59 mark. And let's see if you're going to sit for the rest of the half, maybe with 2 fouls here. Well, he's a good point guard. He's that team leader.
Oh, yeah, he is.
General right there. He's there, Josh.
Yeah, he's a good gentleman.
Free throws up. One puts the bonus. First one is up. Got rim. Dropped through the net. For Kid Evans. Evans has 3 points in the ball game. Gets another shot. 21-13 scores. Trying to cut it. Lead more. Free throws up. And it's good. 7-point ball game. Evans has 4 points in the contest. Tigers are pressing full court. Here's to Jones. Jones across the floor to Gilliam. Moves in behind the back. Gives it inside with the finger roll on the left hand. Nice shot by Jordan.
Nice move. Outstanding move.
23-14. Back to the 9-point ball game. Spinning. Shot won't go from McGinnis. Fight for the basketball. Texas Southern will get it. 23-14. Tigers up by 9. Here's a jump shot. No good by Alexander. Rebound by McGinnis for Jackson State. To the front court. Jonas James. James with the dribble. James on the left wing. Hands it outside to McClellan. McClellan fakes left, comes right. Stays with his dribble. Hands it off to Evans. Evans jump pass outside to James. James attacks the paint. Lays it up. No ball snapped outside. Picked up by Texas Southern Jordan Gilliam. He'll bring this ball up the floor. On the screen on the left side by Rosas. Looking on the inside, stopping his Walker, puts it up for 2. Walker with the shot. And 11-point lead for Texas Southern, 25-14. James with it. James outside. Parks inside. Kicks out to James. James takes a long look. Tries it for 3. No good. Rebound. Walker. Walker to Gilliam. Gilliam brings up the floor with the left-hand dribble. Down the screen outside by Walker. Pulls up left elbow. Shot is up. He's fouled. He'll get to the foul line. 2 shots coming up for Gilliam. Jones with that foul. He'll pick up his first personal foul. 13 foul on Jackson State. Gilliam has 2 free throws. First one's up. It's good. Has 3 points in the ball game, and he gets another throw. Tiger's going to get Alexander back into the contest. One more shot for Jordan Gilliam. It's up short. Rebound by McGinnis. McGinnis to James. Tigers down of Jackson State by 12. With a 6-14. 8:02 to play. We just have not coming up at or inside the 8-minute mark. Long shot by James for 3. Air ball. Texas Southern is hot. Jackson State is cold.
Yes, it is. Jackson State ice cold, and Texas Southern is fire and hot.
And we'll break. We'll come back here. DJ timeout. 7 minutes, 52 seconds to play in the first half. Texas Southern leading 26-14. You're listening to SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Back in a minute. Stay with us.
Programming updates for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back to Birmingham. SWAC basketball. Well, Josh, one team's already made it to the championship ball game.
Yeah.
That was Alabama State Lady Hornets, but it defeated Southern.
Right.
Surprise? No surprise?
No, it wasn't no surprise. I mean, Alabama State is really good, and Southern is really good too. But I think Alabama State was just a little more stronger, a little more faster, and a little bigger than Southern. I think that's what the difference was.
I understand Southern had defeated them twice?
Yes, they had beaten them twice. So that was extra motivation for Alabama Alabama State to really want this game. And they showed it in their play because their defense was mighty strong against Southern. Southern really couldn't hardly find a shot the second half.
They came in tournament ready. It seems as if Texas Southern today is tournament ready.
Oh yeah, they've been hearing a lot about this particular game. So Texas Southern come in here and prove that they're the better team.
Here's a long range jumper for 3, left wing for John Jones. It's good for 3, and he was fouled.
Right.
I don't know if they had a 4-point play in the tournament yet, but he's an opportunity for 1.
Yep, here go 1 now.
John Jones foul line. Free throws up. Couldn't get it. 29-14. 7:33 to play. That was a deep shot, too.
I'm talking about deep.
29-14 scores. Jarrett pulls up a three outside. No good. Rebound by McGinnis for Jackson State on the opposite board. Parks. To James. James on the left wing. To the basket with his shot. No, won't go, but he was fouled. He'll get to the strike for a couple of free throws.
Yeah.
That foul was called on John Walker, the third. He has his second personal foul. It's a 7-minute, 15-second mark. It'll send James to the foul line. And Texas Southern will get Chris Baldwin into the ball game. Next opportunity. Left-hand shot is on its way. James is up at the field. James gets one more shot. Walker out. Baldwin will check in the contest. Baldwin was a 6'9" senior from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Texas Southern got a lot of big players. There's a big team, and that could be a problem for Jackson State.
And here's the second shot by Jonas James. It's up, and it's good. 2-4-2. 2 points in the ball game. 13-point lead for Jackson State. 29-16. 7:05 to play in the first half. Here's Gilliam. Right side of the floor to Jones. In the right corner, Hawkins. Inside, trying to tuck it down. Was Alexander. Couldn't get the dunk, but the ball came way back out by almost at a timeline. And the shot put up outside, no good by Gilliam. Jackson State back on the floor. Here's James, shot us up, no good, and he was fouled. The foul was called on Jordan Gilliam. He'll pick up his second foul. 19 foul on Texas Southern. 1 plus the bonus for Jonas James. James has 2 points in the ball game. Both coming to the foul line. He's back here again for 2 more free throws.
And like Texas Southern helping out Jackson State with all these fouls.
Left-hand shot is up this time by Jonas James. No good. Left is short, front iron and out. Yes, one more. Couple of dribbles here. 6:41 to play. In the first half, second shot is up by Jonas James. It's good. And he has 3 points in the ball game. Making 3 or 4 free throws. 29-17 score. Tigers up by 12 of Texas Southern. Jackson State on defense. Texas Southern on offense. John Jones with it. Jones goes to Alexander. Alexander short pass to Gillum. Gillum picked up by Jonas James. Comes to high post. High post to Baldwin. Baldwin back out top to Gilliam. He moves in. The dribble. Floats it up. Short. Ball knocked outside. Jackson takes the numbers. Mr. Jarrett inside to the rack for 2. Jarrett has 4 points in the ball game. 10-point contest. Jackson State up by trailing by 10. Texas Southern up 29-19. Left wing Jones. Top of the circle. Jump catch at the foul line by Alexander. He pulls up over Parks left elbow. And he is fouled, and he's going to come to the floor. He's upset.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see it again.
Those Parks, I believe.
Yeah, it will.
Yes, too. You always told not to foul a jump shooter.
Yeah.
It's way out there about the elbow.
It appears he hit him on the arm. Uh-huh.
Free throws up. Alexander, good. Alexander has another shot. Parks was check out. Parks upset.
Yeah.
He's upset with Josh. He did the foul.
I don't know. He hit him on the arm. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he fouled it.
Upset with himself, I guess. Rebound off the missed free throw. And here comes Jackson State to the floor, down by 11, 30-19, 5:41 to play. Going for the alley-oop to McGinnis, but the Tigers took that one out of midair.
Yeah.
Back on the floor, Alexander. Alexander stops on the right side, left-hand dribble, brings it away on the right wing. Out top Jones. Gets across the floor, Gilliam. Jordan Gilliam. Gilliam to Jones. Jones stops. Jones. Gilliam. Gillian. Out top, Hopkins. 7 to shoot. Shot is up. No good. Ball is tapped away by Evans. Evans, Jackson State, is Jonas James. Alley-oop. Jump shot by McKinney. Dennis, his first bucket in the ball game. He has 3 points in the contest. 9-point lead for Texas Southern, 30-21. 4 53 to play. Here's the Tigers. Inside Jones. A whistle. And a foul is called on Jackson State. Foul is called on Jonas James. James with his second foul. Second personal, 16 fouls. Jackson State with 6. Texas Southern with 9. 2 free throws coming up for Texas Southern. John Jones, free throws up. Good. And he has 7 points in the ballgame. He has 2 big threes from the parking lot earlier.
I'm talking about from way out there, huh?
No doubt. That's it. Second one is on his way. It's up. It is good. He has 8 points in the ball game. 32-21 score. Texas Southern leading. Jackson Evans with the basketball. Jumps it to Tristan Jarrett. He stumbles. He falls to the floor. Throws that ball up the backboard. And Texas Southern back at the floor with it. Hopkins with it. Hopkins out top to Gilliam. Down inside. Reverse shot. Score for Hopkins. Hopkins has 3 points in the ball game. 34-21 score. Texas Southern leading with 4:14 to play. First half action here. Left wing, Evans. Evans outside. Tristan Jarrett for Jackson State behind the screen. Hit. Garrett with the shot. No on the fall away. This is on a rebound. And he's foul. Foul on Jordan Gilliam. His second foul. There's the 4-minute media timeout at 3 minutes, 54 seconds to play first half. 34, Texas Southern 21, Jackson State. We're bringing come back to the SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Programming updates for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back. 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the first half. We have a 34-21 score. Joshua, what is unfolding here?
It appears to me that Texas Southern is getting whatever they want on the inside and getting whatever they want on the outside. And Jackson State struggling to get a basket inside or outside. So it appeared to me that Texas Southern doing a better job running their offense.
34, Texas Southern, 21, Jackson State. Jackson State to the foul line to shoot free throws. Tristan Jarrett is at the stripe. Free throws up. Good. First shot is good by Jarrett. Second one is up. Good. Jarrett has 6 points in the contest. 34-23 score. Alexander for Texas Southern. Alexander to Gilliam. Throws it to Jones. Shot is up. No. Rebound. McClellan, who falls to the floor. So, busted basketball. Here's Evan back into the front court. Jackson State in a bit of a hurry. Evans over inside. Falls back against the backboard. Alexander. A long-range shot by McClellan, no good. Texas Southern would track that rebound down, and a reach-around foul call on Jackson State.
That's 1-1.
Three 19 to play, 34-23 score. Texas Southern leading by 11. Alexander trying to put him up by 13. They won plus the bonus 7 foul on Jackson State. 10 on Texas Southern. First hitter's on its way. Good. Four points in the contest for Caleb Alexander. It's a long look at the basket. Then here's a free throw. Good. 36-23. Texas Southern back to a 13-point lead over Jackson State with 3:13 to play in the first half. Evans outside Christian. Jarrett straightaway 3, good. Jarrett with the straightaway 3. (36-26) score. 2:46 to play. First half. Texas Southern Hopkins. The jump shot. No good. Rebound by McGinnis. McGinnis. Right side of the floor. Evans. Evans left-hand dribble. Evans to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett working one-on-one. Next steps back for the 3 in the left corner. No good. Long rebound. Texas Southern Alexander. 3-on-2. Alexander. And the shot is batted to the backboard, but first there's a foul called on Alexander. Obviously, foul on Alexander.
Wow. He got an offensive foul and got blocked. He got the double whammy.
36 to 26. 2:20 to play. Texas Southern leading. Jackson State with the basketball. McClellan with it on the right wing. Dabbing behind the screen. McClellan trying to go to Jarrett, and is out of bounds. Threw it a little too high.
Yeah, he threw it away.
So the 6:26 score. Across the timeline, Texas Southern, Jordan Gilliam. Gilliam. Left side of the floor is Jones. Ball is stripped. Stolen by McClellan. Leads pass to Evans. Evans on the right wing. 1:41 to play, 10-point ball game. Evans fakes turn in the lane. And losing the basketball was Darius Hicks that jumped up and just forgot everything. Came down to the floor. Driving in. Shot won't go this time for Gilliam. Rebound. Jackson State, Tristan Jarrett. Contact, a reaching foul called on John Jones. Jones picks up the foul. First on him. It's going to get Jackson State to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. Double bonus here. Got a 10-point contest. 1:21 to play. Takes his time, takes a deep breath. Free throws on his way. He drops it in. One more shot coming up for Jarrett. Jarrett, 3 for 3 at the foul line. He has 10 points in the ball game. 36-27. Jarrett, very methodical at the foul line, takes his time. Free throws up. It is good.
Well, he really takes a long time, don't
he? He's going to check out the ball game now.
he? Yeah.
8-point contest. Yeah, 10 seconds. He uses about 9.
Yeah, he used all 9 of them, too.
36, 28, 1:18 to play. It's the Southern Gillen with the basketball. Out top, Alexander. Alexander short pass to Gillen. And the ball is deflected. Stolen by Jackson State. And the ball on the floor. Loose ball. Down inside. Evans had it blocked. Gets it back. Puts it up. No. Ball knocked it around. Fight for the basketball. 50-50. Who's going to get it?
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5 spotted. Right there around that basketball. 4 of them on the floor. Jackson State, Josh, that time with a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they did. They had a guy down there by himself. I don't know why he passed it back to the other guy. I mean, he had 2 guys down there. And they passed it back to each other.
The problem on that, Josh, they're about 6 feet apart.
Right.
And give him a bounce pass.
Right.
And the defense trying to get there. The ball had to hit the floor, come back up.
Yeah.
And then he give him a straight pass. Would have had a chance for the opportunity. The Tigers that time, and Jackson State got over that basketball. Texas Southern and Jackson State. We have an 8-point ball game. 36-28 score. 54 seconds to play in the first half. Texas Southern leading in this contest. Inbound to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett cut off on the baseline turn, loops it up the right hand for 2.
Oh, he's good. Yes, yeah. He got some drunk in his trunk.
I'll tell you one thing.
That was a heck of a move he just made then.
It was. It moved in, almost went in slow motion then. Looped
Yeah.
the thing up there with his right hand.
Right.
That's the play was going to stop. As it sure back on the free
Right.
play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he just totally lost the defensive player. He had no idea what he was doing.
36-30 the score. Jackson State trailed by 14 at one point.
Yeah.
They're down now by 6. 46.9 seconds to play in the first half. Again, Alabama State, Lady Hornets. They'll be playing tomorrow for the SWAC championship. And we'll see who they'll draw. What set of Tigers will they draw? Jackson State Lady Tigers, Grambling State Lady Tigers. We'll see. It's their ball game live here too on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. 36-30. Tigers in the front court. Texas Southern. Jones spin. He's inside with the floater. Won't go. Ball knocked outside. Texas Southern will get it back. Gilliam. 32 seconds to play. 17 to shoot. Here's Gilliam. Gilliam. Sends across the floor to Hopkins. How about the timeline? Alexander. 9 to shoot. Alexander. Outside. Jones. Jump shot is up. It's an air ball, but the Tigers are going to save it to Texas Southern. Shot clock.
It don't matter. The shot clock going off. Now that was a really bad possession by Texas Southern. They got absolutely nothing out that play. When they lead in the game, they need a basket. They come up empty that time.
Jackson State the basketball. McClellan inbound to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett trying to set the offense up. Picked up outside by Hopkins. 6 seconds to shoot. Jarrett backing in. Pump fakes, puts it up. He's fouled. He's
Wow.
to the foul line. With 1:9 to play. That foul was called on Justin Hopkins. Hopkins has his second foul. A load of fouls here for Texas Southern.
Yeah.
With that, they win it by 15. And now Jackson State trying to cut it to 4. The leader is on the bench, Josh, for about almost half of the first half.
Right.
Weathers is talking about first half is up.
Yep.
It's good.
And you could tell they ain't the same team without him out there.
Talking about Weathers, point guard.
Right.
For
Texas Southern.
Michael Weathers. Both free throws are good here by Tristan Jarrett. Yeah.
How they right back in this game.
Down by 4 after trailing by 14.
They were down 14 points.
Tigers with 1 point now to get a shot off. Shot up in the back court. That's everything and goes to the bleachers.
And the ball hit the camera late.
We have a good basketball game for the Tigers winning out by 14. And Michael Weathers got in the second foul. Now foul trouble, picked up the second foul. It's a 9 minutes, 59-second mark at that time, but he's going to come back here. We'll see which set of Tigers. Will it be Texas Southern or will it be Jackson State? Move on to take on the winner between Prairie View and Grambling. Catch all these games live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can dial in 857-777-0000. Catch all the games live the rest of the way here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. 36, Texas Southern. 32, Jackson State. Your break and come back. This is SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The second half of play, run you down the scores here from the first half of play. At the half, Texas Southern leading Jackson State 36-32. Individual scores, Darius Hicks has 1 point for Jackson State, 3 for Ken Evans, 3 points for Jonas James, 15 points for Tristan Jarrett, 1 for Jovius McKinnon, and 4 for Cassius Park, for a total of 32 points for Jackson State. 4 Texas Southern, 6 points for Jalen Alexander, 6 also for Jordan Nicholas, 3 for Jordan Gilliam, 8 points for John Jones, 5 for Justin Hopkins, and 6 points for John Walkers. Texas Southern will get the basketball to open up the second half of play. Weathers back on the floor. Weathers inside all the way. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by McGinnis. McGinnis to McClellan. McClellan to James. James coming across the stripe, and there's a stoppage of play. On the fourth side, Tristan Jarrett holding his space. I'm not sure this was a stoppage for. Jackson State would rebound the basketball on the fourth side. Here's McClellan. McClellan outside. Quick pass to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett back outside to Jonas James. James pulls up for the shot. It is good. Jonas James with the bucket. James has 5 points in the ball game. His first field goal today. A 2-point contest. Tigers of Texas Southern 36. Jackson State 34. Here's Gillum. Shot from the left corner. No good. Rebound. Jackson State, the point guard. With the rebound. Jonas James. Tigers in white of Jackson State. Tigers in maroon of Texas Southern. Here's McClellan. Quick pass back to James. James on the left wing. James, you can hear the sneaker squeaking. Here's a long shot by Jarrett. Raised the rim, no good. Rebound, Texas Southern. Nicholas on the board. Out top, Walker. Walker outside Weathers. Weathers started by Jonas James. James right on Weathers. Deep shot, right corner by Walker for 3. Won't go. Jackson State and Texas Southern battling for the basketball. Tigers will come away with it. Of Texas Southern. Gilliam with the shot. No good. Rebound, McGinnis. McGinnis to Parks. Parks up the floor from left to right. In the corner. Tristan. And a reach around foul called on Justin Hopkins. He'll pick up his third foul at the 18-minute and 16-second mark. Jackson State with him out the basketball. Baseline. Left side of the backboard. Tristan Jarrett will toss the ball in. Jarrett looking. And to McClellan. McClellan's outside. Here's Parks on the right elbow. Trying to get around Walker. Lays inside. And he is charged with the offensive foul. Is Parks. Last foul Parks made, Josh. He was very upset.
Yeah.
I think this is his third.
It is his third. He just clearly ran over me.
18:06 to play. You'll probably check out the ball game.
Yep.
Here comes Darius Hicks. Williams, Hicks. No, he's Williams on his roster again.
Oh.
Got it out of the SWAC program.
That's what it is.
Out top. Walker in the paint, shoots it up. The two. Walker with a lot of moves that time.
Boy, he got a lot of move down there.
That shut off. Get his 8 points and give Texas Southern a 4-point lead. 38-34. Jonas James outside trying to get around Gilliam. Throws it inside. And here's McGinnis. He turns. Hook shot for two. McGinnis with the hook shot. And McGinnis has 3 points in the ball game. It should be.
No, that's
five.
more than that because he got 5.
Yeah. And there's a shot. Josh, you would call that dunk, don't you?
Yeah.
He has 5 points in the ball game. 2 free throws and free throws. That's the final call. And Jordan Gilliam walked to the foul line for a couple of free throws. At the foul line for the first time, he has 8 points in the game. Free throws up, left is short. And he gets one more from the strike. Free throws up, off the right side, rebound by McGinnis. He flips it to Jonas James. He comes across the timeline. 2-point ball game. Tigers up. Texas Southern 38-36. Across the floor, Hicks. Back outside, James. James to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett inside with the shot off the left.
Wow.
And you have a tie ball game at 38-38 with 16:47 to play. The Tigers with the ball. Texas Southern. Here's a shot off. Blocking foul call as Hopkins put that ball up. Ball is on the floor again. Josh, they're going at it.
Yeah, got one all out. Way over there.
Now, Texas Southern, John Walker, the third is over on the baseline bleachers.
Yeah.
About 20 feet of more. He was hit on the right side of the face.
Yeah, he had some kind of pain because he
holding his right eye, Josh, as you
yeah.
see Coach Johnny Jones take a walk over to check his player out.
Yeah, they finna go review it now.
He's saying he's all right.
Yeah, he's saying he's all right, but he ain't all right. He has some pain.
Coach Jones want to talk to the officials. Want to talk to one of the officials about what's going on. He wants to talk to a specific official, Josh.
Yeah.
One was walking to him. He said, no, not you, the other one.
Whatever it is, they ain't paying much attention because they starting to play back over.
38-38 score. 16 minutes, 42 seconds to play in this one.
Oh, he got hit by his own teammate.
They want to go, and sometimes they don't see the play.
Right.
They see a player laboring, they'll go back and see what happened to him,
right.
even if it was out of their sight.
Right.
They didn't see anything there. A lot of bodies on the floor that time. Well, 3 bodies, 3 or 4. Tigers the foul line, so free throws. Texas Southern free throws up, and it's good. The strike is Hopkins. Hopkins has 6 points in the ball game. At the foul line for the first time, knocked that free throw down and gets one more. Trying to put his team up by 2. Free throws on his way. No good. Ball knocked up. Tigers are Texas Southern with the rebound. In traffic, Hopkins, and he's fouled. He'll get back to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 39, Texas Southern, 38, Jackson State. 14 fouls on Jackson State, 1 team foul on Texas Southern. Free throws up, back iron, top high, no. The game for Jackson State is Hezekiah Quinlan. Second free throw is up. It's good. And we have a 2-point ball game again. Texas Southern 40, Jackson State 38. Clinton, left side, Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett inside, lays it up to the right hand for 2. Jarrett.
Wow.
He was fouled.
Mm-hmm. He's something else. Wow.
Jarrett.
Man, he putting on the show, huh?
Must have was beat around his chin.
Yeah.
Jarrett has 19 points in the ball game. And Jackson State can take a lead for the first time in the ball game.
The very first time in the game. Indeed.
Free throws up. 16:42 to play. Jackson State up 41-40. Here's Weathers for Texas Southern. Throws it down left side of the lane to Nicholas. He puts it up. No rebound. Texas Southern Alexander and traffic puts it up on the glass. No ball tapped back up and got a foul call on Jackson State. Boy, they're battling inside the
Boy, they're battling in there. Ooh-wee. Some big people in there, huh?
Quinn with the foul. Quinn just checked in.
No little folks to be found in that one.
Okay. Quinn has his first personal foul. At the foul line is Nicholas. Free throws up. Nicholas good. Nicholas has 7 points in the ballgame at the foul line for the first time. Trying to break the tie. Free throws on his way, and it's good. Texas Southern just took that lead back by 1 point, 42-41. Jackson State, Jonas with the basketball. Jonas James, bounce pass right side of the floor. Hicks, foul call away from the basketball on Texas Southern, and Jackson State would get the basketball. That foul was called on Galen Alexander, his second personal foul, with 15 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the second half. Texas Southern, 42. Jackson State, 41. We'll break and we'll come back to the SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network back in 1 minute.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is an independent network that is dedicated to local community programming featuring sports, the gospel, community news, and much, much more. It is our endeavor to keep the community informed, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our continued existence is solely predicated on those who donate toward our cause. The opportunity to give is a very simple process. You can visit our Open Mic Broadcast Network site at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a supporter today. For those of you who would prefer to send in a donation, make all checks payable to Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network. P.O. Box 891, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the word of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics since 2002.
$15 minutes, 54 seconds to play. 15 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the second half. Texas Southern, 42. Jackson State, 41. Jackson State will get the basketball to inbound. Baseline, left side of the backboard. Jackson State shooting the basket to our right. Texas Southern to our left. Coach Brent is sitting and seat on the bench. Coach Jones is squatting in front of the scores table. Jump shot by Jarrett, left corner for 2. Got it as he falls to the floor.
Yeah.
43-42. Jackson State is up. Here's Weather with the basketball. Weather out top. Weathers Quick pass. Hopkins gets it out top. Alexander, right side Weathers, down inside on the side of the lane to Nicholas. He bags in, shatters up. No good. Rebound by Jackson State, McGinnis. McGinnis puts it across the floor. Here's Jared. Jared up the floor from left to right. Right now, Jared's putting on a show on. 43, Jackson State. 42, Texas Southern. Texas Southern on defense. Here's McClellan. McClellan right side to Jonas James. Here's Jared. Jared deep right wing. Stabbing. Jared just back for the jump shot. And it's an air ball.
Shot an air ball.
That one.
Yeah, good defense on that time,
I think he might have been talking a little trash to the defender.
Yeah.
They were squaring up eye to eye.
Yeah, they were.
43-42. Jackson State leading by one. Texas Southern with the basketball. Running a little read action outside. Hopkins is Dillon inside. And the lead is good by Nicholas. 44-43 score. Texas Southern with a 1 point lead with 14:31 to play. McClellan with the teardrop block out of there. Ball is knocked up high in the air, going to get it. And the foul is called on Jackson State. And Josh.
Yeah.
They have turned the air on in here again.
I see that. Again. Like every evening they do it.
As long as they don't get down to winter temperatures in here, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
44-43 score. Texas Southern leading by one. 14 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Nipping out of the ball game is Jordan Gilliam. Checking in for him is John Jones, who has 8 points in the ball game and a two big 3-point bucket.
Yes,
Jones
indeed.
has it out top. Read action. Hopkins had it knocked away from behind by McClellan. And here's Jackson State with the ball up the floor. Here's Jarrett. Jarrett with the layup off the glass for two. The shot that's inexplicable on that one.
That's unreal. That shot there. I have to tell you too.
Wrap it around on the hand off the glass for the shot.
Wow.
45-44 score. Inside. Weathers is knocked to the floor and a foul is called. And these players are getting testy out there. That foul is called on Jackson State. McGinnis, I believe. McGinnis with the foul. His first personal foul. Got to get Weathers to the foul line.
Second,
I'm sorry. Weathers has 2 points in the ball game, Josh, the point guard.
Yeah.
Set out half of the first half. And he drew the ball to make something happen here. He's at the foul line now. Free throws on his way, and it's good.
Are you? He's a good player, huh?
Excellent.
Yes, indeed.
Walker checking in for Texas Southern. Galen Alexander is checking out. Alexander will check out with 6 points. Couple of dribbles here for Weathers. Free throws on his way. It is good. He has 4 points in the ball game, though. Michael Weathers, 2 free throws and a field goal. 46-45, Texas Southern leading. Sends it across the floor. Jackson State with the ball. McClellan to Jonas James. Across the floor, Jarrett fakes. Jarrett inside. Had it knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Texas Southern. And Jackson State will get the basketball. Baseline. Left side of the backboard. 46, Texas Southern. 45, Jackson State. 13:34 to play in the second half. McClellan turned bound. Lobbed it out top to the backcourt to Jonas James. James the high dribble, left side, picked up by Weathers. Hits with the basket, lays it up, got it for 2. James with another bucket. 47-46, Jackson State. Here's Weathers right side, blocking foul called. They call him Josiah Parks. It's Harlan Williams.
Yep.
He has 4 fouls in the ball game.
This had Jackson State doing all the fouling.
Yeah. First half was Texas Southern.
Yeah.
Look at the foul line where he just left there, knocked down 2 free throws.
Yeah, knocked 2 of them like it wasn't nothing.
And his weapon is good.
Yeah.
Yes, one more. Does Weathers. 47-47 score. 13-13 to play in the second half. Free throws on its way. Ping pongs in. 4-4-4 at the foul line. 1 point lead for Texas Southern, 48-47. 13:04 to play. Ball deflection stolen by Weathers, and a foul call in the backcourt on Darian Wilson for Jackson State. And Texas Southern to the foul line.
Yeah.
Couple of dribbles. Weathers stands it up. Good.
Well, I'm talking about it's straight in every time.
Automatic just.
It's automatic. He ain't missing nothing on him.
He did 5 straight. And you said no misses. A 2-point ball game, but Texas Southern 49-47. It's good too. 6-4-6 and a 3-point lead for Texas Southern, 50-47. Here's James on the point for Jackson State going against Weathers. Move to the right side, rolls it to McClellan. McClellan across the floor to Tristan Jarrett. Here's with the basket. Stops, shoots the ball away. No good. Rebound, Texas Southern Jones. And a stoppage of play. Shaking up on the play for Texas Southern is Hopkins. They got kicked in the wrong place.
Oh, yeah.
And going back to check him out, afterwards, you're all right with Tristan Jarrett.
Yeah.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
A stoppage of play here.
They shouldn't look at review.
We can see it too as they take a review of this. There was a kick. Was it intentionally or not is the question here.
Yeah, that's the thing.
50-47 score.
That could get you thrown out of the game.
12-4-1 to play. So let's play in the ball game. Try to keep this game as safe as possible, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's first thing. First things first. One team's already made it to the championship round tomorrow on the women's side.
Right.
It is Alabama State. And, boy, they are good. No malicious intent, apparently.
Yeah. It said play on.
According to the officials. It's going to be Texas Southern basketball until the floor comes. I tell you what, Josh. You probably can't do that anymore, though.
Nah.
You'll be watching for that.
Yeah, going to be watching for that. Yeah.
Here's the weather up the floor for Texas Southern coming across the timeline. Beers to his left. Dribbling from hand to hand. Here's to the basket. Long pass across the court to John Jones. And it was too tall. He's going to run through the tunnel.
Yeah, but it was a charging on him, though.
Huh?
The call was a charging on him.
You call a charge?
Yeah. He called a charge before he threw it away.
Gotcha. 3 fouls on Weathers. 12:32 to play. Jackson State with the basketball down by 3. James with the ball on the right side by the hash. Wins to his right. Jump stop. Back outside. McClellan moving in. 14 to shoot. Shoots it up. No good, and he was fouled. That foul was called on John Jones. Jones with his second foul. 12-14 to play. He's going to the foul line to shoot free throws. He has two coming up. 3:14 to play. 50 for Texas Southern, 47 for Jackson State. They're 10 free throws up, and it's good. McClellan gets his first point in the ball game.
Right point.
Rouser will check in for Tristan Jerry. He'll get a breather here. Probably not too long.
He won't be sitting long.
One more shot for McClellan. Off the rim, no good. A 2-point ball game. Texas Southern leading 50-48. Front court. Weathers hesitates to the basket around McClellan for two. And he has his second field goal in the ball game. He has 10 points on this evening. Inside, Jonas James outside McClellan. McClellan trying to get that ball inside, but it's knocked out by Weathers out of bounds on Texas Southern. And we have an immediate timeout here. 11 minutes, 46 seconds left to play in this one. Texas Southern Tigers leading Jackson State by 4, 52-48. We'll step aside and we'll come back. This is SWAC basketball from Birmingham on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
It's the Open Mic Network line. Now 720-721-1558. Need a word of encouragement. Dial 720-721-1558. The Open Mic Network line features weekly prayer, verse of the week, and local ministries at your fingertips. Everything you need on demand. Dial 720-721-1558. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No internet, no problem. No Wi-Fi, no problem. No app, no problem. All you need to do is dial 720-721-1558. Listen now.
$11 minutes and 46 seconds left to play in this basketball game. 52 for Texas Southern, 48 for Jackson State. Texas Southern took off in this ball game, went up by 14 points over Jackson State. And Weathers went out of the ball game at the 9-minute and 59-second mark with 2 fouls. He has 3 fouls now. And Jackson State on the legs and arms and everything of Tristan Jarrett got back into the basketball game down by 4 at the half. And
he coming back into the game, huh?
Yeah. There it is. Yeah, just got a short breather. $52-48 is the score. And this game kind of flip-flop, as you said earlier, for the foul concern. At first, there was a lot of fouls called on Texas Southern in the first half. Now it's Jackson State. 10 fouls right now. Jackson State 9, Texas Southern 5. Good, excellent free throw shooting. Not good, but excellent, perfect free throw shooting. Michael Weathers, we had 10 points in the ball game. He's made all 6 free throws attempts, which was 6. And he has 2 field goals, 2 2-point baskets. 52-48, Texas Southern leading. And Jackson State will get the basketball in the front court near side, just in front of Jackson State's bench. Weathers 2 inbound. McClellan 2 inbound. Throws it way back court to James. James comes across the timeline from left to right. Outside. Trying to get this ball inside to McGinnis. He lays it up. He's hit. Could get that ball all the way up. He was trying to get Josh. You know what he's going to do?
Oh, yeah. He's trying to throw that one in there.
And the foul is called on John Walker III. He picks up his 3rd foul. 16 fouls on Texas Southern, 9 on Jackson State. McGinnis to the foul line for the 2nd time. He's 1 of 2 at the stripe. 11:37 to play. Free throws up and it's good. From Brandon, Mississippi. Yes, one more. He's 2 of 3 at the stripes. One bounce. And the shot. It is good. Texas Southern by 2. 52-50. Jackson State pressing full court. In the front court, Nicholas puts it up. Ball knocked around. Texas Southern will get it. Reverse shot underneath by Nicholas. 54-50 score. Texas Southern leading. Jackson State the basketball. McClellan deep left wing. McClellan puts it on the floor. Drives in. Posts it over his right hand, and he is fouled. He'll get back to the stripe. Foul is called on John Jones. He'll pick up the foul here. He has his third foul. McClellan trying to cut it back to a 2-point ball game. Texas Southern leading 4 now, 54-50 with 11-11 to play. First free throw is up. It's good with the left hand. And free throws up. 2 for 2 this time. And he's made 3 of 4. 54-52. Texas Southern leading with the basketball. Here's Weber to John Jones. Out top, Walker. Left side of Weathers. In traffic, leans in. Shot is up. Calls in for him. He has 12 points in the ball game today.
He's good, huh?
Oh, he is.
Yes, sir.
56-52. Here's Jonas. Jonas inside with the left-hand shot. No good. Rebound, Texas Southern, Nicholas. Texas Southern on the fast break. Down the floor. Inside. Batter gets the backboard by McGinnis. Here comes the Tigers down the floor. Jarrett with the lead. Jarrett has 24 points in the game. Here's Weathers. 2-point contest. Texas Southern up by 2, 56-54, 10:09 to play. Here's Weathers outside. Takes by James. Spins. Outside Walker for 3. No good. Rebounds. That's out of bounds. Last touch by McGinnis of Jackson State. He's going to show he's claiming the basketball, John. (56) Texas Southern, 54 Jackson State. Exactly 10 minutes on the clock. Texas Southern will inbound the basketball. Baseline right, outside Jones. Jones stops, looking inside. All is stolen. Jackson State, Darius Hicks. To the front court comes Jonas James. James going to walk across the timeline, veering to his left. Between his circles, bent over the basketball, sends it to Tristan Jarrett, who's guarded outside by Hopkins. Stabbing, stops, inside McGinnis. McGinnis inside the leg, and he was fouled. Tie ball game, 56-56. Foul call on John Walker III. That's his 4th. He has 4 fouls here at the 9-minute, 35-second mark. McGinnis to the foul line, where he's knocked down 3 of 4 free throws.
Texas Southern had a big lead in the foul department. It started the first half. Now it's catching up with
19 fouls on Jackson State, 8 on Texas Southern. McGinnis trying to break the tie. Free throws up, and Jackson State is up by 1. 57-56, 9:34 to play. Weathers to the front court. Weathers across the floor to Gillum. Gillum sends it on the outside to Rosses. Rosses picks his dribble up, sends it across the floor. Nicholas outside, 3-point jumper off the rim by Hopkins. Rebound inside. Texas Southern, and going to miss that shot.
got it blocked.
And Jackson State with the basketball back up the floor, up by 1, 57-56. 9:06 to play in the basketball game. Whiteside to in the corner McGinnis. That ball is tapped away. McClellan sends it out high to James. James type of circle. Deep three-point shot by James, and it's good. James with a 3-point record. He has 10 in the ball game. And Texas Southern with their largest lead. Correction. Jackson State with their largest lead. 56. Loose ball on the floor. And
it's backcourt.
Backcourt violation on Texas Southern. Tigers going to get Galen Alexander into the basketball game for Texas Southern. Checking out is Jahaza Rasa. He had a good offensive rebound, but he had a block inside. He stayed up. It's 8:34 to play. Tigers of Jackson State the basketball. Outside Hicks. Back to James. James to McClellan. McClellan in the corner to James. On the screen, James. Lobs it down inside to Hicks. He's bagging in on Alexander. He puts it up. No, and he was fouled. Foul call on Galen Alexander. His third. 8 minutes, 14 seconds to play. A media timeout will be coming up at or inside the 8-minute mark. The foul line for 2 free throws is Darius Hicks. Hicks has 10 points in the ball game. He's 1 of 2 at the stripe. Free throws up. Won't go. He gets 1 more. Texas. Free throws up. No good.
Missed both of them.
Coming across the timeline from right to left. 4-point lead for Jackson State. Texas Southern the basketball across the floor. Weathers on this dribble picked up by James. Moved by James inside with the floater. No good. Follow back up though. Hopkins, and it's good. We have a 2-point contest. There is the media timeout. And it's, I think that's the media. Let's see.
He said Texas Southern called it.
Yeah. I think they're going to stretch it to the media. Let's see.
Okay.
I think they'll stretch it
to
the media.
Yeah.
At the 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 54 second mark. We have a 2-point contest. Jackson State 6 there. Texas Southern 58. You're listening to SWAC Basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving student athletes from Little League, high school, and collegiate coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. From coast to coast. Catch all student athletic action right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Suspension designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Reach more potential customers through our sports radio package by dialing 832-213-8824.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. I have a great responsibility that you could possibly fathom. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Listen to the Mike Prince Show, weekdays on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Seven minutes, 54 seconds left to play this basketball game. We got 2 more after this one. 60 for Jackson State, 58 for Texas Southern. Tigers are coming back on the court of Jackson State and Texas Southern. Get ready to battle this thing to the end. Which will be the first men's team to move to the championship round tomorrow. Jackson State will get the basketball. From left to right, James moves to the right side by the hash, sends it outside McGinnis. Here's McClellan back to James on the right wing. McGinnis cutting back door, post up a little high. Post up, backing in. Here's Tristan Jarrett with the jump shot off the rim. No. Rebound. Texas Southern, Galen Alexander. On the floor. Weathers had it knocked away. Here comes Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett inside the layup. No. Jackson State can't get the shot. Texas Southern with the rebound. Back up the floor. Jordan Gilliam. 6:50 score. This ball on the floor. Fight for the basketball. Out of bounds on Jackson State. Jarrett's kick was right there, line by the baseline. And the ball is out of bounds on Jackson State. We have a timeout on the court.
Yeah.
It's a 4 timeout. There's 7:12 to play in the basketball game. Jackson State by 2, 60-58. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and SWAC basketball from Birmingham.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Peppered Hands Lawn Service, Eva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip, Daiquiri, and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serve the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
Hello, this is Alonzo Audi Jr., President of the SWAC Alumni Association. The SWAC Alumni Association is an organization founded on December 10, 1999, at the Sheraton Hotel in Birmingham, Alabama. Its mission is to serve as a rallying ground for individuals who have made the Southwestern Athletic Conference the illustrious conference that it is today. Its membership is open to former student athletes who played in the conference in any sport, as well as to coaches, athletic administrators, staff members, game officials, and fans. Annually, the association holds a Legends Award and roast banquet or luncheon where it honors individuals with Lifetime Achievement Award, the Chuck Fox Wagon Master Award, and occasionally a Distinguished Service Award. Proceeds from that event help to finance degree completion scholarships for student athletes who have exhausted their playing ability at SWAC universities, or who may still need an extra semester or two to complete their college studies. For more information on the SWAC Alumni Association, or to get information on becoming a member, you can send correspondence to SWAC Alumni Association, 875 Miller Street Lane, Newport News, Virginia, 23602. The email address is SWACalumniassociation@yahoo.com.
Texas Southern with the basketball. And a walking violation called on Weathers.
I'm walking on it, huh?
Jackson State by 2, 60-58. Over Texas Southern. There's Jonas James. James out top. High action. Hicks to Jarrett. Jarrett guarded by Hopkins. Jarrett with the shot up. And he was charged with the offensive foul. Jarrett. It's his third personal foul. Jarrett leading all scores today with 26 points in the contest. Yeah, with no emotion behind that foul. Offensive foul.
Caught offensive foul and he still made it, but
another. You might want to call it a trick shot.
Yeah.
Here's Texas Southern front court. Sends it out high to Alexander, to Weathers. Weathers got it by McGinnis. The mismatch inside. Trying to block his backboard. Picked back up by Texas Southern. Against the dunk. And they're going to count the bucket, I do believe. We're going to ask Coach Brent, who's all the way across the timeline. One official called it basket interference.
Yeah.
The other official underneath the basket, apparently he's going to disagree with that. And they're going to have a conversation about it.
They're going to look at it anyway. Here you go.
We'll see what it's going to be. They're going to count the bucket apparently. I don't think there was a review, Josh. Do you see one?
I don't see nothing.
You got a tie ball game.
Yep.
60 apiece. 6:32 left to play in the ball game. Jackson State with the basketball. Jonas James out top to Tristan Jarrett, right wing, picked up by Hopkins. Spins inside the left-hand shot, no good. And a foul call. And McGinnis tried to dunk, went down. He was hit. They're saying they want the basket to count too, but that won't happen.
Yeah, they say they want the same thing.
Yeah. His ball came out.
Yep.
No offensive goaltending. There was a foul call. Well, no defensive goaltending, but a foul was called. So McGinnis the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is up, and it's good. That would give Jackson State a 1-point lead. 61-60. There's 6:20 to play in the game. Second one is up. Won't stay down for him. And Texas Southern with the basketball, leading by 1. Across the timeline from right to left is Weathers. Weathers, out of the circle. Down the screen by Gillum. Oh, got to the backcourt. And Jackson State. Weathers going inside with the shot. And it's good for 2. Weathers with the bucket.
What a tough shot.
Texas Southern, a 1-point lead. 62-61. 5:50 to play. Foul call. Texas Southern away from the basketball. It's called on Nicholas.
He just fouled out.
And he is fouled out of the basketball game. 5 minutes and 49 seconds to play.
I mean, he can't get nothing but a foul. He jumped on his back.
Nicholas has released the ball game with 14 points in the contest. He's going to teach the rest of the Tigers pull it out for him. Checking into the ball game is John Walker III. He has 8 points in the ball game against the foul line. Jackson State down by 1. 62-61. 5:49 to play the contest. McGinnis, free throws on his way. It is good. McGinnis has another throw. McGinnis has 12 points in the ball game.
He made a lot of free throws, huh?
Oh, yeah. Darius Wilson into the ball game. Free throws up by McGinnis. No. Wilson in for Jackson State. Tie ball game again. It's 62 apiece. There's 5:40 to play the contest. Texas Southern with the basketball. Down inside. Hopkins. No foul call. That foul was called on Darian Wilson. He took his first foul to get Texas to the basketball game. 62-62. Hopkins has hit 2 of 3 free throws today. And the first one is up. And good. And he gets another one. And all his free throws has come in the second half. And that would give Texas Southern a 1-point lead, 63-62. Free throws up, rattles out, rebound, McGinnis for Jackson State. James across the floor to McClellan. McClellan outside Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett puts it on the floor, sends it across the floor to James. 14 to shoot, 5:17 to play. James trying to get inside, had it knocked away. He was knocked to the floor. He'll get to the foul line to shoot free throws. That foul was called on him. Michael Weathers, he has 4. 5:13 to play. Jonas James to the foul line to shoot free throws. He's 3 of 4 at the foul line, is James. He has 10 points in the ball game. Free throws up, short. Garrison Hicks was checked out for Jackson State. And Darian Wilson would check back in. One more shot for James trying to tie the ball game. 63 Jackson State, 63 Texas Southern. And still 63 Texas Southern and 62 Jackson State. James missed both free throws. Up the floor. Weathers picked up by James. Weathers across the floor. 3-point jump shot by Alexander, no good. Rebound McGinnis. This is a ton of rebounds here today. Is Jones with the shot. James, no good. Air ball on that one, Jonas James. Tigers with the basketball up Texas Southern with a 1-point lead. Weathers with it, deep right corner. Throws it all the way across the floor, across the goal. And it was saved outside to Gillum. Gillum trying to get inside. Shot is up. Not there. He was fouled. Foul is called on Darian Wilson. 63, Texas Southern. 62, Jackson State. 4:28 left to play. The game is getting a little raggedy here, going down the stretch.
Yep, a lot of fouls.
Free throw good. One more for Jordan Gilliam. Gilliam has hit 2 of 3 free throws. His first, he had 3 points in the ball game before that. Now he has 4. Free throws up. No good. Jackson State by 2. Correction. Texas Southern by 2. Jackson State with the basketball. 64, 62, left side Jarrett. Jarrett inside the shot for 2. Tristan Jarrett with the bucket. They're tied up now at 64 P. Down inside.
What a shot.
Texas Southern with a 2-point lead. 66, 64. Jackson State with the basketball. James with it. High screen by Guinness. Right side. McClellan fires it for 3. No good. Rebound. Texas Southern. Short pass. Walker to Weathers. Walker front court. Right wing Gillum. Out top to Weathers. 66, 64. 3:30 to play. There's a stop to play. They have a warning on Jackson State because the coach is still up. He should. She can't really be up off the bench for Jackson State, not the assistant coach.
No.
The head coach can be, but the assistant coach. I understand they can't be it, but there's a timeout on the court. Got to sort some of this out. 66. Texas Southern. 64. Jackson State. The teams are together. The officials are together. We're break. We come back. This is SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Programming updates for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
Basketball coach of the year. Congratulations to all of our defenders.
66-64. Texas Southern is up. Newcomer of the year is from Texas Southern. It is Weathers. He has 16 points in the ball game for Texas Southern today. 28 points for Tristan Jarrett. You know, Josh, the cream's always going to come to the top in this.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Yes, it is. Right.
Weathers the newcomer of the year, but he's listed as a senior here. A 6'3" senior from Roland Parks, Kansas, R-O-E-L-A-N-D. Parks, Kansas. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Texas Southern will inbound the basketball, close out of the floor. Justin Hopkins will trigger in. He does to Weathers. Weathers on the right wing. Weathers going against Jonas James. Trying to get around James with the floater. No good. Rebound by James. James up the floor. Tigers Walker lost his shoe. Inside Jonas James. Walker still trying down the court trying to put that shoe on. We have a tie ball game. So that time they had a 5-on-4, and it paid off.
Yeah, it did.
Walker never did leave the lane putting their shoe on. And Texas Southern with the basketball. Here's Weathers up the floor. Weathers on the right side, picked up by Jonas James. Sends it out high to Alexander. Left side, Gillum. Gillum got it back. Tristan Jarrett. Shot is up inside. No rebound. McGinnis. We got a stack full of rebounds today, Josh.
Yes, indeed. He's been all over that rebound.
2:40 to play.
All over that goal.
66 score. Here's Tristan to McGinnis. McGinnis way up high. This is Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett contact. Steps back jump shot. No good. Rebound. Texas Southern on the board with Gillum. Here's Weathers back at the floor. 6-6 score. We're tied up here with 2:17 to play in the game. Outside Alexander, stolen by Jackson State. Here's James on the right wing, deep, throws it to McGinnis. McGinnis takes it, trying to get inside with the shot off the glass. No, ball is out of bounds on Texas Southern, Joy Gillum. With a short timeout on the court. 6-6 score. Jackson State wants to talk about it. 1 minute, 58 seconds to play. The winner of this ball game, we play the winner between Prairie View and Grambling, which is coming up tonight. Grambling, Josh, coming in after an overtime victory last night over Southern.
Got to be a tied team.
Prairie View played on Wednesday. Beat Mississippi Valley. They should be a well-rested team.
Yes, indeed.
Six to six. 1:58 to play. Jackson State will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Clearly will inbound the basketball baseline left side of the backboard. Jackson State going to put 3 players on the left lane, and they're going to throw one player backcourt. Tristan Jarrett Tried to go with a shot, but the ball was knocked away. He gets it back. 11 seconds to shoot. James with the left-hand shot outside. Air ball. And Texas Southern with the basketball. Jalen Alexander with it. 6-6, a minute 40 to play. Here's Weathers on the right wing. Weathers throws it inside. Alexander. Hook shot by Alexander for two. Texas Southern leading by 2. 68-66. Back down the floor. Jonas James. James on the right wing. Looking to McClellan. McClellan to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett straight away 3. Got it for 3. Jarrett with a 3-point bucket. And Jackson State by 1. 69-68. Here's Weathers. Weathers on the baseline. And he stepped on the baseline. 59.9 seconds to play. Jarrett has 31 in the ball game. Guys. See a replay?
Yeah.
69-68 score. Tigers. Jonas James going to yo-yo the basketball. The ball is probably end up in the hand of Tristan Jarrett.
Yeah. No question.
James will shoot it. He grabs inside with the layup. No good. Texas Southern with the basketball down the floor. Gillum. 30 seconds to play. And a timeout charge to Texas Southern.
And I think Jackson State made a mistake by not going to Jarrett. That last play, they just had. That ball should have been in his hand.
We have 27.5 seconds to play. Jackson State leading by 1. 69-68. 27.5 to play. Texas Southern with a timeout. They have 22 seconds to get a shot off. That should be running down to the final time on the, well, that won't do any good.
No, I think you need to get, to play a good shot, you need to get it, cause you don't want it to come down to that. They might get the rebound if you miss. But they last play they had down here was an excellent play down low.
69, Jackson State. 68, Texas Southern. 27.5 to play. And Texas Southern will get the basketball, I believe, on the near side of the court in the front court. And at 5, at 5 or 5:30, 5:30, we have game 2 here. Of the day, followed by game 3 at 8:30. 69, 68. Jackson State by 1. Texas Southern on the basketball. Justin Hopkins with trigger. He has Weathers right in front of him. He's guarded by Jonas James. Into Weathers. Weathers out top of the timeline between the circles. It's a screen on the right side. Stops this dribble across the floor. Left side Hopkins.
Ooh, step down the bounds. God. Somebody be more careful.
Jackson State gets the basketball. And Jackson State gets the basketball. We're up by 1, 69, 68 with 18.1 to play. Tigers on the foul, John.
Yeah. That's what they're doing now. Best free throw shooter coming in the game.
McClellan was inbound the basketball.
They done got all little people in there now.
McClellan is Jarrett. Jarrett waiting for the foul. Jarrett with the floor, he's fouled. 15 seconds exactly to play in the ball game. Jarrett is perfect at the foul line, hitting 6 of 6 free throws. He has 2 here. Jackson State is up by 1, 69-68. Christian Jarrett, free throws up, and it's good.
He don't hit no rim, nothing but straight.
For Jackson State, all his free throws came in the first half. He has 32 points in the ball game. Here's a big shot here.
Big shot.
Jarrett and Jackson State up by 2 at this point. Free throws up. 3-point lead for Jackson State. 7-1. 6-8. Jackson State. This game is not over, Josh.
Huh? Oh, no. Texas got some players. They can knock the 3 down like it ain't nothing. Yes, indeed. It ain't never over.
They're going to stretch it to a 4 timeout. On the court, the players will sit. And then we will step aside and we'll come back. This is SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Jackson State leading by 3 rather.
Programming updates for the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen to the Mike Prince Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000.
Texas doubling on the basketball. Here's Weathers with the ball. Weathers at the floor on the right wing. Weathers trying to get inside. That is up. And it's good. With 6.4 to play. A lot of contact on that one.
Wow.
Foul was called. And we have a 1-point ball game. No surprise, Josh, that Mr. Weathers had some soft defense on him until he got towards the basket.
Right.
Defense stepping up, but that time a little too late. He got that ball off on a soft shot on
yes, he did.
backboard of the rim.
I mean, he made it look easy.
Josh, a lot of competitive basketball, a lot of quality basketball taking place here on this court today.
Yeah. What Texas Southern got to do is they got to make sure Garrett don't get the ball. That's what they got to do because he's their best free throw shooter, their best scorer. Here.
7-1. Jackson State, 7-2. Texas Southern. 6.4 to play. Jackson State will get the basketball. McClellan will inbound the basketball on the baseline, guarded this time by Weathers. Weathers, they're looking, going to get it in, and there's a foul call. Foul call on John Jones. And going to the foul line, Darian Wilson. Wilson has no points in the ball game, no free throw attempts in the ball game. 6 free throws for the big man today.
Yes, indeed. Big.
5.8 to play in the contest. He gets to the strike, takes the basketball, takes a deep breath, dribbles on the basketball at the same time. Free throws up, and it's good. Wilson gets one more. He's a 6'4" grad student, Brookhaven. There's the toe right there at the foul line. 2-point lead for Jackson State. Free throws up. It is good.
Oh, well. Yeah, they got to go for the 3 now. They ain't got time to go for no 2. And then 5.
2-point lead for Jackson State. 7 to 5.8 to play. Texas Southern. Inbound the basketball. Here comes Weathers at the floor. Weathers driving in. Stops outside. Shot is up. Then it's good for 3. Ooh!
At the ball.
Overtime. Weathers knocked it down for 3. 73 score. We have overtime. And we'll break. We'll come back. Overtime here. Stay with us. Back in a minute. SWAC basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
So listen to the Mike Prince Show live on Sunday evenings, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. She Say Sports with host Sonia Stamps on Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join us for our live sermons from the Temple of Refuge Ministries, Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time by dialing 857-777-0000. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics.
Five minutes to go in the overtime period here. This target is tied at 73, third line. Texas Southern jumped out in front by 14 in the first half. Jackson State cut it to 4 at the halftime, and it's been back and forth since then. And we have overtime here. Josh, with the overtime favor one team more over the other?
I think it might favor Texas Southern, being that they shoot better free throws than Jackson State. They big people shoot free throw well, and Jackson State big people doesn't. So that might be the difference in the game.
9 minutes to play in the ball game. The only issue for Texas Southern is that Weathers has 4 fouls.
Yeah, sure does.
Fouls on Jarrett. Top gunners in the ball game.
Yeah.
Here comes the jump ball. Ball is tossed. Cap controlled by Weathers for Texas Southern. Coming across the stripe. Left side of the floor. Walker. Spin. Going against Williams. Lost it. Picks it up. Turning. Going back door. Shot is up. Block. Rebound by Jackson State, Christian Jarrett up the float the ball. In the right corner, Jonas James trying to go baseline. Looking, throws it in the right corner. Here's Williams. Williams inside. Bagging in. Turning. Shot is up. And it's taken out of his hands by Walker of the Texas Southern. 73 score. Here's Weathers. Outside Walker. Back to Weathers. Moving on the right side. Stop. This is double. Bags away. Yo-yo's the basketball, working one-on-one with the floater. Shot it for 2. And Texas Southern will take a 2-point lead over Jackson State, 75-73. Jarrett puts it up. No. Tap back up and in by McGinnis, who followed up on the bucket. That ball game, 75-75, 3:49 to play. Weathers with the basketball. Now he's taking over, Josh.
Yeah, yes he is.
Weathers out top, left wing, working one-on-one on McClellan. Moves in the paint, stops, lost the basketball out of bounds. He hit Weathers, and Jackson State gets the basketball. With the ball game tied, it's 75 apiece with 3:36 to play in the contest. The first overtime should be taken. With the floor from left to right is James. Forced out McClellan. Watched by Weathers outside. A lot of action down inside in the paint. McClellan to the basket all the way for 2 with the left hand on the left side.
Wow.
McClellan with the bucket. And Jackson State by 2. 77-75. 3:09 to play. Here's Weathers outside. Picked up by Jonas James. Bags away to break the count. In on the left side of the floor. Now picking up McClellan. He drives inside with the floater. With his good for 2. Can't be stopped.
No, he can't.
7-7 score. 2:49 to play. Jackson State with the basketball. Outside, Tristan Jarrett. Brings it right side to James. James to McClellan. Back out top to James. Forward side, Williams. Williams, back door. Jarrett. Jarrett turns, fakes, puts it up inside the three. Jarrett with the bucket. A lot of moves down inside. That'll give Jackson State a 2-point lead. And Jarrett has 35. 25 for Weathers.
He showing his stuff.
Now, Coach Johnny Jones, he came out across the timeline. The official's going to walk him back. I don't exactly know what the call.
He had just warned Jackson State coach about that same thing.
I'm not sure what his argument is. I just don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know either.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
I know what his argument is.
What is it?
Mr. Referee, would you please take Jared out of the game? Because he's killing us.
Well, listen, that can be the same argument for Coach Britt with their Weathers, could it?
Yeah.
Brett
could say the same thing. Well, yep. That's what he's trying to tell referee. Man, y'all get this fella out of the game because he's killing us. And we got no answer for him.
7-9, 7-7 score. Jackson State by 2. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to play. We're in overtime here. And the Southern will have the basketball. Hit to the floor to come. More basketball coming up. Won't be as long as it would have because this ball game here is going in overtime. Next contest at 5:30.
Oh, yeah, they went to a smaller lineup.
Weathers has the ball. Michael Weathers coming across the timeline, picked it on the outside by Evans. Move to the right side behind the screen by Hopkins. 17 to shoot, no issue there. 2:20 to play. Weathers wants to work one-on-one against Evans. Weathers moves inside. Inside, the shot is up. No good. Rebound, gather. Pushed back up in the foul is called as Justin Hopkins had their first intent to the backboard. He got it, put it back up there. He was fouled. He goes to the foul line for free throws. He'll be shooting 2 free throws with Justin Hopkins. Hopkins has 10 points in the ball game. 79, Jackson State. 77, Texas Southern. Free throws up in the shooter, no problem. We actually talked about this free throw shooting.
Yeah. Texas Southern got the better free throw shooter.
Evans out. Williams in. One more shot. This is for the tie for Justin. Free throws up, and it's good. 79, 1:59 to play. Tie ball game here. Jackson State with the basketball. Outside McClellan. McClellan out top. McClellan right side of the floor. Picked up by James. James with the ball, rather. James on the right side. James with the dribble. James stops, bags away. 11 to shoot. Inside with the floater. No good. Ball tapped up, and Texas Southern with the basketball. Going court Weathers. A minute and a half to play in the ball game. Weathers out top. Picked up by James. Gets a screen from Hopkins. Hopkins has the basketball left side. Bluffs the shot. Does Gillum. Bags away. With 9 to shoot. Gives it back to Weathers. Guarded by James. Inside Weathers with the floater. No good. Rebound. Jackson State. 79 score with a minute and 3 to play in the first overtime. Is Tristan Jarrett. Right about Hopkins. Holds the basketball. Coming to the right side of the floor. Inside. Lost the ball. Right to Williams. Outside Jonas James. Here's McGinnis. McGinnis trying to get inside. With the shot for 2. And it's good. McGinnis with the bucket. 81-79. Jackson State leading 35 seconds counting down here. Texas Southern with the basketball. Weathers has it out top. Weathers behind the screen by Hodgkins. Moves on McClellan in the right corner. And throws that ball off McClellan. And it's out of bounds on Jackson State with 24.6 seconds to play.
I think from this point on, anytime Weather gets, they're going to double team. Yeah. And I think Texas Southern going to do the same thing with Jerry.
Texas Southern inbound the basketball, 24 seconds to play. The Tigers will have 14 seconds to shoot. Inbound to Gilliam. Gives it right to Weathers. Picked up by Jonas James. 3-point shot up. It is good. By Weathers. 82-81. Texas Southern leading. Here's the shot. No good. By Jarrett. The ball hit the top of the backboard. And Texas Southern gets the basketball with 5.8 to play. Tigers leading by 1 of Texas Southern, 82-81. .8 seconds left in the basketball game. Texas Southern by 1 or a big shot by Weathers. And they're going to ask the players of Texas Southern to sit down. And now there's a timeout on the court. The Tigers will call a timeout. Huge shot by Weathers.
I mean, huge. Yes, indeed.
We'll break and we'll come back. Flat basketball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. 82-81. Tigers of Texas Southern. We better keep it right here. We'll keep it here. You don't want to miss the final 5.8. Now, Jackson State is in a position where they get a foul.
Yeah, they got a foul. Yep.
That's coming down to what you said about the free throw shooting.
Oh, yeah.
The winner of this ball game will play the winner of the final ball game of the night, which will be Prairie View Panthers and Grambling State Tigers. 8:35. That's that ball game here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can listen by simply dialing 857-777-0000. And you got the game. 82-81. Overtime action here. Texas Southern to inbound the basketball. Galen Alexander with trigger. Your trigger unguarded. You can't move up and down the baseline. You got to stay right there, stationary, for the position. If your Weathers, he's fouled. 0.8 tick off the clock. And the Tigers of Texas Southern will go to the foul line by 1. Weathers with the basketball. Shoot 2 free throws. 82-81. Steps to the stripe. He has 28 points in the ball game. Dribbles. Has the basket. First one is up. Good.
Straighten out, long.
No pressure, Joshua. That shot for him.
No, none at all.
Gets almost out of the circle. Goes back to the damn free throw line.
Yeah,
he comes up by 2, 83-81. Gives the basketball. Free throw is up, and it's good. A 3-point lead for Texas Southern, 84-81. Up the floor, Jonas James stops, tries it for 3, and it's no good. Toss the block out there. Texas Southern win the basketball game by a score of 84-81 over Jackson State. The Tigers of Texas Southern won about 3, 84-81. One team is jubilant, the other one going to walk off. objective. Well played basketball game, Josh.
Yes, it will.
You'll talk about this before you basketball game.
You couldn't come down here to this SWAC tournament and expect to see a better game. He just both teams both teams played well, very well. You know, you sorry to see one team had to lose, but Texas Southern just outplayed Jackson State. So the winner go to Texas Southern. They played well down the stretch.
Tigers won it. Texas Southern by a score of 84-81 over Jackson State in overtime. And we're about 56 minutes away from the second basketball game. We're break. We come back for the second contest. Tigers won it 84. Texas Southern 81 Jackson State.